This episode of WDW Today is being sponsored by All-Star Vacation Homes. And All-Star Vacation Homes is giving away 2 Disney single-day park passes each day for 30 days. And it's ending quickly. I believe it only goes to another week or so. Plus, if you refer friends and receive an entry for a chance to win the great All-Star Vacation Home summer giveaway, including 7 nights in a vacation home, attraction passes, rental car, and limo pickup. All this. And in order to enter, all you have to do is go to facebook.com/All-Star Vacation Homes. Sign up, and that's it. It's so easy, and it's free, and you got nothing to lose, so go play.
This is Walt Disney World Today. Give us 5 minutes, and we'll give you the world.
It's Friday, July 9th, 2010, and this is episode 744 of WDW Today. I'm Matt Hodgeberg of StudioCentral.com. Joining me on today's show is Mike Scopa, a senior feature writer and blogger for allears.net. And Mike, happy early birthday.
Oh, thanks, Matt.
I don't know what contraction that's from.
Thanks, Matt.
And now, if you come this way, I'll show you a secret laboratory.
Muppets.
Ding, ding, ding.
I could so see Matt as a Muppet. I could see you on stage trying to pronounce towns and stuff.
Don't give Eliopoulos any ideas. He'll make us turn us on.
It's interesting. It's an insightful look at how you view me, Mike. I appreciate that.
I didn't think I wasn't being mean. I thought it was
not taking it with any hostility by any means. Interesting. I was not expecting to hear that from you this evening, to tell you the truth. But welcome to the show, Mike.
Well, thank you very much.
On today's show, we're going to be talking about the entertainment at the World Showcase restaurants, and there are many sit-down World Showcase restaurants that offer some entertainment to them. It's not just a meal, and it's something not unique necessarily to World Showcase, but we thought we would rate the restaurants and talk about the restaurants that have entertainment and talk about the options here. Let's start with Germany. This is a great restaurant. Beer Garden offers the Oompa Band, and this one's got a really interesting form of entertainment because you can not only be entertained by the Oompa Band, but you can also go down to the dance floor and dance. Have any of you actually danced on the dance floor? I'm much too petrified.
No. I have.
You have?
Yes, I have. I've done the polka with a couple of people, yeah.
Wow. Can you speak about it, or does your court-ordered affidavit require you to not speak?
It was a couple of years ago. Was it during the summer? Yeah, I was down there, and a couple of people, friends of mine from other sites or whatever, and we all had the same table, and we all were down really low, and we said, what the heck, let's go out there. And we were just fooling around, dancing, so it's kind of fun. I think one of the things that people need to know, those who have never been to what is it called, Beer Garden, is that if you're going there to talk, you're not going there to talk, because once the entertainment begins, you're not going to be able to hear each other. So you have to keep that in mind. The other thing is that I think the other entertainment may be sitting at the table with other guests who you may never meet again in your life, and you may find someone from Minnesota who you've never met before, or somebody from Germany or whatever. You get to meet all kinds of people there, so that's kind of entertaining in itself.
Yeah, it's a good point, Mike, about the people that you're sitting with. I know that I've spoken with I was there with somebody who was he was retired from the armed services, and he was stationed in Germany at one point, and he said that the food at Beer Garden, the restaurant, was actually very authentic and very good. And I think they were locals, and they enjoyed coming back over and over again because they enjoyed the food so much over there. Also, the entertainment, you mentioned the entertainment, and they do like a 15 or 20-minute set, and they take a break, so there is opportunity. But you're right, Mike. Once they start going, it's very hard to actually carry a conversation, although the entertainment is pretty entertaining. What do you think of the show, Mike?
The entertainment is very entertaining.
Yeah, I just said it. I realized. Yeah. Newell, what do you think of the show?
I've become a big fan of German food in the last few years, where I used to shy away from it just for the food. I wouldn't go there, but once I started really enjoying it, to me it adds that's half the attraction right there. Half of it's the food, the other half's the entertainment. So I go there for both, and I enjoy both tremendously.
Absolutely. You know what's really great about it is if you've got kids who like to be, up and at 'em and have a lot of energy, Beer Garden's a great place because they can go around on the dance floor and dance away to the music. I mean, the band certainly encourages it, and I really do believe that it's one of the better entertainment options there. I mean, first of all, the price is really good at Beer Garden to begin with. We've talked about that on the show. It's not very expensive, relatively speaking, And when you combine that with the fact that you're going to be getting not only good food but also pretty good entertainment, I think that really speaks a lot to the value that you're getting for eating there. What do you think of that, Scopo? Do you think that is it fair to include the entertainment in the price of what you're paying for?
I think so. I think that you're right, man. I think that of all the restaurants in World Showcase, I think that the Beer Garden gives you the best value for your, not only for your meal dollar but for your entertainment dollar. It's a great place to go, especially if you're there with a large group of people. I think the lunch is the best deal. It's not that expensive. It's and you're getting top-notch entertainment. Those musicians are very talented, especially the bell ringer.
Yeah, the bell ringer. I was just thinking of that.
They're great.
Yeah. So
Isn't there also a guy who plays like the glasses, like he rubs the rim of the glasses and makes sound? Isn't that also one of the bits?
Yeah. So you get that, and you get the Nicola guy, and
Yeah, Ricola. Yeah, it's always fun to Ricola, because he blows those horns that are like the Ricola. It's the ignorant American comment you have to make.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Let's move on to Morocco, and restaurant Marrakesh in Morocco features obviously your food, but they have from time to time some live music, including a belly dancer. And what's interesting about the belly dancer is not so much that they have a belly dancer, but they encourage girls to come, children, to come up there and learn how to belly dance themselves, which I always thought was interesting. What do you guys think of the entertainment in Morocco?
Mike and I have eaten there. I really don't like Morocco. I don't like the food. I don't like the entertainment. I don't like the music. It could be just me. There may be someone out there who says, "Oh, I definitely don't want to go to Morocco every time I go to Epcot." I could, take it or leave it. If I'm hungry and I need to find a restaurant, Morocco is one of the places where I know I'm probably going to have my best chance of getting a table by walking up. But I'm not too crazy about the entertainment or the food there.
I agree. I won't go as far as say I hate the place, but the time that I went there with Mike, I was really disappointed with
it. Yeah.
And that talk about music that was loud, Mike. That was
oh my God.
That was so loud, and we weren't even near the stage area. We were a little bit inside, and we could. There's three of us there. We couldn't at all even speak. It was so loud, and I wasn't.
The beat, you couldn't dance to the beat or anything.
I mean, it was fun to watch. I mean, no one's gonna say that I hate to see a belly dancer, but the food wasn't all that great. I was really disappointed. I was expecting so much more out of it, and I just didn't get it.
That's interesting. You guys had such a bad experience. I really like Restaurant Marrakesh. I mean, I wouldn't say go as far as say it's the restaurant I have to eat every time I go to Epcot, but it's definitely on my top list. I enjoy it, but not so much about the food. Again, the entertainment. First of all, I mean, they have a belly dancer, and of course, everyone has the most gutter-filled thoughts in their mind of what a belly dancer is. Have you guys noticed that it's the most covered-up belly dancer you've ever seen? She's got I had to Google some images real quick, but she's there's no skin. She's wearing. I mean, it's Disney World after all.
Yeah, they're going to be very conservative with the costuming, of course.
Yeah,
I
of
would
course. So it's not like it's like a shady kind of entertainment. It really is more. The belly dancer is really there for the art of the belly dancing, not so much the spectacle of the belly dancing.
Exactly. But I mean, and it went. I don't know, Mike. I don't know if you felt the same way, but it went on and on and on.
Yes, it was very long. The sets were very long, and I'm thinking, okay, don't you need a rest? Don't you need to get a glass of water somewhere? Don't you need to rest those instruments, whatever they were playing, the drums or whatever?
I was hoping for so much better too. It's not like I want to beat the place up. I really wanted to enjoy it. I just didn't.
That's interesting. I've had good experiences there. I've also had, incidentally, the best service in Walt Disney World. One of the best services is definitely Restaurant Marrakesh. I always find them so fast.
Nope. Oh. Not my experience. My last time I think I ate there last summer or October, I forget. And no. I think that one of my problems, I'm a big fan of spicy food. I love Indian food, and I found the food to be bland, and I understand why it has to be that way. But maybe that was part of my disappointment. I don't know if that was part of your disappointment, Mike.
It wasn't anything that I thought it was going to be.
I agree with you that the food is it's certainly not representative of food if you went to Morocco today and you got. I don't think it would be nearly the same. I think, like you said, Mike, I think it's watered down in terms of the flavors and spices for the American palate. But that being said, I still like it. So it's interesting. Well, two different thoughts on it. Nothing wrong with that. Let's move on to Japan and Teppanyaki, formerly known Mitsuyaki Teppanyaki. Yeah, was the other company. But anyway, Teppanyaki is the name of the restaurant, and it's Teppan Dining. If you've been to like a Benihana, and this is this is an interesting experience because you order your food. If you've never been to a kind of a Benihana before, you're sitting again in communal seating like in beer garden. So you could be sitting with other people you don't know, and you order your food, and you're sitting around a table which features a grill in the middle of it, and the cook comes out and not only cooks the food in front of you, but puts on a little show with it. It's not just just cooking it in front of you. And I've eaten here many times. It's my wife's favorite restaurant. I know many friends of mine love this restaurant, and we go here quite often. I like it too, and I find the entertainment pretty good. I like the show. I think the chefs here are pretty good at what they do. They do the usual bits like the volcano and the hidden Mickey and the toss the shrimp tail into his hat kind of thing. But they also different chefs. I've been there enough that different chefs have different little shticks that they do, and they make it a little more interesting. My favorite though is we went there and. Guys, when you go to Teppanyaki, you're typically expecting the chef to be from
Japan.
Ours was from
Pittsburgh,
Jersey,
from Jacksonville. he was Japanese in
That's okay.
heritage.
That's okay.
But it was kind of funny because you're just expecting it. You don't even think that it could be. And the guy's speaking great English, and he looks Japanese, but it was just kind of interesting. So
I have no problem with that.
No, not a problem with it. It was just interesting.
Oh no, I'm just saying. Yeah,
what do you guys think of Teppanyaki?
Michael?
I've never been. I've only done Tokyo Dining. I haven't done Teppanyaki, and that's not
really.
That's not by choice. It just never came that way. I would like to go because I love hibachi cooking.
Scoba?
Okay, here we go. For anyone who has never been to that type of restaurant and do not live, if you don't live near one, and the only way you can experience that is by going to Disney, then by all means. However, if you live near one restaurant that has this type of cooking and entertainment and dining experience, then my guess is that 9 out of 10 times, the restaurant that is close to your home will give you a better dining experience, a better value, and better entertainment than the one at Disney. I have gone to 3 around my house, and all 3 have been better than my experience at Disney and probably 20% cheaper. So, again, I hate to put a damper on it, but I'm comparing, as always, and when we review a restaurant, we're comparing. I think that there's nothing special about the entertainment that I see there. I've seen better entertainment in 5 miles from my house, so that's my opinion.
No, that's fine. It's something that I've been to a couple different Teppan-style Japanese restaurants before, and I found the food at Teppanyaki to be very good quality. I find it to be very tasty. I think the chefs say what you will about the entertainment, but they do a very good job cooking it. So I've always felt the taste was always very good. Service is always good. They have the chef, and they usually have 2 waitresses or waiters who come and do the drinks and clear your plates and everything. And I've always found them to be very good about it. But I really do like the show. I mean, I guess I could see your point. I mean, look, there's very few restaurants in Walt Disney World that I would say it's the best kind of restaurant of this genre, this type in the world or in in the country. So I'm never going to go that far, but I do think it's I think it's a fun restaurant to be in. It is expensive. You're right. The prices certainly when they redid it to become Teppanyaki a couple of years ago now, the prices went up for it. But I do enjoy going to Teppanyaki. I think it's you know what I like about it, Mike, more than anything? It's consistency. It's always the same quality of food, same quality of entertainment. Good. Yeah,
which is good. I think that there's an overriding theme here that keeps hitting my head, and that is that when we started talking about this topic, we talked about how authentic the food is in Germany, and Mike and I talked about how we were disappointed in Morocco and how Japan isn't anything to write home about. And I'm thinking that maybe we are part of that guest universe that would like to see some exotic food there, that would like to see them taking some risks, that we would like to see something a little sexy on the on the menu than what we see. And I think that that's part of what's causing me to feel the way I feel about the last 2 restaurants we've discussed.
You know what, Mike? You know what's part of the problem? I'm sitting here listening to what you're saying. And I think part of the problem is where you grew up in the Boston area and I grew up in New York, we had access or have access to some of the most authentic restaurants.
Right.
And where Middle America basically is used to Applebee's and Pizza Hut and that kind of restaurants, those kind of,
Chili's,
those chain restaurants. I mean, if all we were exposed to are those type of chain mall restaurants, these things might be exciting to some people. So maybe it depends on where you live and what you're used to currently. And maybe that's why, you've said it, you haven't found a good Italian restaurant. Well, maybe to someone in Iowa who doesn't have, a Mama Melrose or something like that, that might be good to them.
Exactly. I think you're right.
I think it depends on where you're from and what's nearby, what you're used to on an everyday.
I mean, if I told you that the best Indian restaurants that I've ever had are, within 10 minutes of where I'm living, here in New Hampshire, people say, what? But there's a great Indian population up here, and there's a lot of great restaurants that have opened up, and and even sushi. There are great sushi restaurants up here in New Hampshire. So there you go.
Let's move on to Norway, which has entertainment. It's a character meal. So it has the entertainment of the princesses that come around there. And there's princesses now all the time, right? Because it used to be breakfast, but now you can go there for like lunch or dinner, and there's still princesses going on, right?
Yep, I believe so. Yep.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the princess meal over here?
The last time I ate there, I think it was about 2-3 years ago, and I really enjoyed the food. I like the way that they serve it to you. They give you a choice of 2 or 3 different entrees. You can also, they still allow you to go up to the cold salad bar, and then they give you an opportunity to try all the desserts. And very nice. I think it's reasonably priced. The princesses all come to your table, and you get to chat with each one. I think it's a better. I personally think it's better than Cinderella's Round Table.
Right.
I think you can also see Cinderella there, I believe, too. Now,
I think if you're a fan of the princesses, obviously young girls, Andy Jackson, it's a great option for you to go check out. To be in one place, eat a meal, and the princesses come to you. And that's certainly something that can't be understated because, you can go to Cinderella's Royal Table, you're seeing a Cinderella and the mice and things like that. But, you go to 1900 Park Fair for breakfast and you're seeing Cinderella. But here you've got Ariel, you've got Belle, I've seen Jasmine there. So these are the kinds of, that kind of opportunities unfettered. So that, from an entertainment standpoint, that's pretty cool. And that's something that I don't think anywhere else in Disney World property exists, that opportunity. So for that reason, that I'm a fan of it. And certainly if it's something that you're going to enjoy, princesses, of course. And lastly, the last form of entertainment is over in France. None of us have done it, but I wanted to mention it, of course. In France, for Chefs de France for lunch, I believe just now, they offer, while you eat, the little chef from Ratatouille, Remy, comes and visits you. He's an audio animatronic. He's evidently very cool. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I haven't. None of us have experienced this firsthand. But I've heard some great things about it. I know that Deb Wills of Aldersnet just did it last week, I believe. And, it's pretty cool. They bring him out to your table. He's on, like, there's a serving plate with one of those big dome things. I don't know what they're called on top. And then they take it off and reveal Remy, and voila, there he is.
Does he talk to you?
I don't know if he squeaks to you or he talks. You'd have to go, if you go to, YouTube and you search for Chefs de France Ratatouille, you'll find videos of people's experiences with it. But it looks pretty cool. I think it's a neat little thing. Obviously, it's not the focal point of your meal, like maybe some of the other things we talked about. But I think it's still a pretty cool option. What do you guys think of the option, just in general?
I mean, if I'm a casual guest and I'm eating a restaurant, eating there, and they wheel up this cart and there's a rat on the cart, and it starts talking to me, I'd be a little creeped out.
They're tourists. What do they know?
That's right. Rizzo.
Is that right? I think it's nice that they do it. They don't have to do it. They do it anyway.
It's cute, but
it's cute. Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be 3 for 3 for me. I think that would be the only reason why I go to Chefs de France now, just to see what that's all about.
Yeah, for lunch, I ate it for dinner. Not last year, and man, it was bad. I just was not impressed by the food at all. But that's another show for another time. We're talking about entertainment here. Well, that's it for us today. I want to mention, of course, our sponsor for today's show is All-Star Vacation Homes. And they're doing you can be part of the Great All-Star Vacation Home Summer Giveaway, where they're having a daily giveaway of 1 pair of Disney World passes every day. There's a winner every day for 30 days. It's going to be ending soon, so you're going to want to get on that. And there's a grand prize drawing for 7 nights in an estate home with a private pool, plus attraction tickets and an attraction limo pickup. How cool is that? So all I have to do is go to facebook.com/All-Star Vacation Homes, and that's it. Sign up to be a fan of All-Star Vacation Homes, and you'll be entered to be part of the Great All-Star Vacation Home Summer Giveaway. Also, our next live show is July 18th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That'll do it for us today. If you want to find earlier episodes, read our show notes, or send us your comments, visit the WDW website at WDW.com. For Len Hesta, Mike Scopa, Mike Newell, and Mike Scopa, I'm Matt Hotchberg. We'll see you on the next show.
Did you say Scopa twice?
He's that important, Mike.
I agree.
Stupid Judy, stupid energy.
This has been a production of Mouse World Radio.